Welcome to this video, guys. The reason why I'm talking so quietly is because it's just gone 11 o'clock and a lot of my family are in bed. So I've got to talk really quietly. So, basically, what the video is going to be about today is the top 10 footballing prospects. Well, basically, there's about 15 players here or something that'll that that look like that they're gonna have a bright future. Um, so basically, yeah, they're gonna have a bright future, and so yeah. So the first one is the Chelsea centre back Callas. Callas, a really good one. He's got a really bright future ahead of him, and I think he could be one of the best centre backs in the world in the near future. Next up, I don't really agree with this one. Heung-min Son from Tottenham now. I suppose he is a good player, but I just don't agree that he'll be the best. You know. Lacazette. Yeah. Lacazette's a brilliant player. He plays some great football in League One. So yeah, he scored about 25 goals, and I think he could be as good as Suarez or Ibrahimovic, somebody like that. Next up, you'll probably all agree with this one, and that's Eden Hazard from Chelsea. Because he's a brilliant player just now, and in my opinion, I think he'll be the best player in the world when Ronaldo and Messi retire. Next up is Kurt Zouma from Chelsea. He's a really good centre back, and just same as Callas, he could be the best centre back like in the world. It just depends on how he plays. Next up is Maximilian Gradel, I think it is. It's Maxi Gradel, is it not? Something like that anyway. Well, Gradel anyway. But he could be a real star in the near future. Basically, I've really liked Gradel, and since he's came to the Premier League, he's been brilliant. But I liked him at Saint Etienne as well. So yeah. Next up is Fekir. I can't remember his first name. That's terrible. No, Nabil Fekir. That's it. I think he's going to have a really bright future. The way he played for Lyon last season and getting them into. What?
We are not beloved.
Right. Okay.
You got the camera inside?
Aye.
Mind him.
Right.
Don't disturb him.
Right. Okay. Um. So basically, yeah. Fekir. I think he'll have a really bright future in the way he played for Lyon last season. I think he'll have a really bright future in just a lot of areas of the park. The next one I really agree with, Sadio Mane from Southampton. Oh, he is such a beast, getting a record breaker in FIFA this year. It was a great achievement for Sadio Mane and getting Southampton into the Europa League, but sadly went out. But getting them into the Europa League was brilliant, but a failure is just not an option for Southampton at the moment. But they're doing alright in the Premier League, so Sadio Mane, he is going to be a real top player in the near future. Next up is another player from Southampton, and that is James Ward-Prowse. A really good player for Southampton. He doesn't play an awful lot for Southampton, but if he did, then I would watch Southampton play. He's a really good centre attacking midfielder, and I think he'll have a really bright future. And I think he'll go to a club like Real Madrid or someday. Same as Mane. I think he'll go to a club like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, all of those teams, stuff like that. Next up is Julian Draxler from Schalke. Schalke, really decent side at the moment. Draxler was supposedly gone to Arsenal, but that's went all up in the air, and it's utter bullshit. So basically, Draxler is he's a really, really good player, and I think he'll have a really, really bright future in the sport. Next up, you will all agree with this one. It's the same with Hazard. Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, a really, really good player at Juventus, probably their best player now since Tevez and Vidal have left. And I just think he'll grow and grow there. Supposedly gone to Barcelona, but that just went all up in the air again and stuff like that. It's the transfers that you supposedly to happen and it annoys you when it doesn't happen. It really, really annoys you. I would have loved to see Pogba at Barcelona, but he stayed at Juventus. It's really, really annoying, and I was glad when Vidal went to Bayern because that's a bigger club than Juventus. So I think that Paul Pogba will have a really, really bright future in this sport. Romelu Lukaku, the Everton striker, he came from Chelsea, so a really, really good side. Lukaku is a really, really good striker. Like in FIFA 15, you could build him around like MNEK and everything. He's just so sweaty. So yeah, he's a really, really good striker, and I think he'll have a really, really bright future. The last two players we're on to now, and that is Adnan Januzaj, the first one. Adnan Januzaj will have a really, really bright future in this sport. He's a really, really good player, and I think he'll go to a bigger club. I know he's on at Dortmund and going back to Manchester United and that. But I just think he'll go to like a club like Real Madrid or something. So yeah. And the last player up is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is a really, really decent player in Manchester United. He's got the speed, he's got everything. Shooting, he's sometimes brilliant at. And I think Luke Shaw will have a really, really bright future. So that's it, guys. Please do leave a like on this video. And please do smash that subscribe video. I've got 15 subscribers just now. And I would really, really like if people would please subscribe to this channel. It's a really, really good channel, in my opinion. Really, really good content. And please do leave a comment if you want to. Thank you ever so much for watching. Good night.